In this experiment, the I2C protocol is used to read and write in the EEPROM. For this, the code is shown. Here the log flag is initialized and the priority slot is given to the interrupt, I2C interrupt. The bit rate is set at 14.7456 MHz using this code. The I2C transfer byte function is used to read or write into I2C. Stepping into this function and executing. This while function is used to wait for the interrupt to signal end of the I2C activity. Since this is the first one, so it comes out. The log is equals to 1, which is used to set I2C bus as active. Next, the address and the data in the globals are placed into the I2C address register used by the interrupt. The I2C CON CLR register is used to clear all I2 settings, and then the I2C is enabled and the start condition is given. Again, stepping into this function, here the while loop is executed and the processor does not come out of the while loop unless and until the I2C activity has been completed. Previous I2C activity has been completed. Since it is completed, an interrupt is generated. Here the value in I2 stat is used for the switch case. Since the value is equals to 0x08, that means the start condition is successful, and now the slave address and the read or write bit should be written into the I2C data register. Executing this and clearing the interrupt flag. Again, in while loop, the I2C previous activity should be completed, then only it will come out of that execution of while loop. So in the I2C interface communication, we can see that the mode is in master, the address is 20 and the direction is transmission. In executing, interrupt is generated, and in this case, now the value in I2 stat register is 0x18, which means that the transfer was successful and the acknowledgement is generated. Now the memory start address is written into the transmission register and executed. Simply running this, the data 00, 01, 02, 03, 04, which was stored in the message array as shown here, is transmitted by the I2C. Again running this, again an interrupt is generated, and similarly transmission is occurring. Now since it is receiving, the value of I2 stat is 0x40, which means the slave address is acknowledged and the ACK is enabled for data byte. We can see that 01 is received, 02 is received, again stepping over. the value is 0x50. That means the data is received and the acknowledge is also given by the slave. Similarly, executing 03 in hex is received, 04 is received, and so on.